Now, look, everyone's going to try to point fingers and say that I'm thinking one way and moving in another way. And it's so completely far from the truth that I don't even know how to even put this in words that would gravitate more to you than what I'm about to say right now. You guys are wrong. All of you people who are speaking out on Jay-Z over his statements, every one of your interviews or in your statements from the fans, I've listened to them all. I said I'm gonna sit back and see if anyone's gonna speak and actually say the right thing. People are so reactionary to a negative position till you don't really hear exactly what's being said. So, without passing any judgment on Jay-Z for the past 20 some odd hours, it's been a whole day. I didn't even mention or whisper a word about it. When that clip went, I said, "Yep, there's the clip." But I'm not going to talk about this clip. I'm going to sit back and let everybody get their digs in, and then we're going to go to work and let the world know exactly what it is that we do. Now, Jay-Z had a video he did. What was it? The clip leaked out. It was probably done back when he did the deal, or they announced the deal, and they had to sit down with everybody. And they were talking on the stage about single parent households. Everyone's outraged. Jay-Z, how dare you talk about single parent households? You need to just shut up and don't talk about social reform no more. Mute Jay-Z. That's what I've been saying. Hashtag mute Jay-Z. Now, we know what Jay is, but in this instance, this is what Jay said. Jay said, we all came up in single households. I come up in a single household. My father wasn't around, so I'm like, my dad left, screw my dad. I'm the man of the house now. And then you take that attitude out into the streets. And then the first person that challenges your authority is normally a cop, and you bring a lot of attitude to the police officer. And that's another way of leading into conflict. And you guys think like, oh my God, Jay-Z said single parent households is what's leading to police brutality. He has sold us out. That is not what Jay-Z was saying. You see, everyone, this is why people don't talk. Because everyone loves to twist people's words. You pulling a Trump. You're basically being hypocritical and doing what he's doing. Twisting words. Making meanings out of things people never say. He never was saying those things. And he's right. That's the point that you guys are missing here. Jay-Z was right in his statement. He's not saying that that is the cause of all police violence and situations. There have been many cases where there have been a mother and father. You look at Trayvon Martin's situation with in the Brown situation. What happened in Ferguson? He's got a mom and father. He's got a look. It's different type of situation, but he's saying the unchecked aggression of single parent households because the father's not there to keep the sons in check. That leads to a lot of violence and a lot of things going on in the streets, from crime to gang banging. All of these things come from broken homes. That's what they call broken homes. We all know this. We all agree with that statement. But now when Jay-Z says it, it means that police violence is all because single parent households. That's not what he was saying. He's saying that leads to a lot of these incidents happening with people running off at their mouth to the police. And not knowing how to talk respectfully to cops or respectfully to people on the streets. You wouldn't have pulled that if Pops was at home. You see what I'm saying? So I understood that because a lot of these, we've seen it growing up. I've seen people who talk crazy to the cops and expect the cops not to bust them in the mouth because they talk crazy at home and no other male is there to check them. We've seen that kind of behavior. Now, in my household, man was there or not, you better mind. Because another male was coming over to knock your teeth down your throat. See, it took a village to raise a child in our house. My grandfather was the enforcer of everything in the house. So everyone had help. Everyone had help. But not all kids are fortunate. Not everybody has that village. And it's just all on moms. And she's overwhelmed. And you got to grow up fast. So you start thinking you grown and could run out and do whatever you want in the streets. And then you run into the cops. And then you don't know how to act in front of the police. And you act out. That's not the cause of all of it. But we've seen things get overly escalated from people not knowing how to handle situations with police officers. Some of them, they haven't been trained how to be different and know that they're going to be treated differently than if they were pulled over by Caucasian counterparts. There was a black cop who actually admitted that when he pulls over white people, he's more relaxed. But if you pull over a car of blacks, he's more tense. There's a black cop who admitted to that. He's more tense because he doesn't know which way it could go. He had a partner get shot on a regular traffic stop. And that psychologically did some work to him, and they had to go into counseling for that. So to lessen the pain, but he's like, I still feel that little tension when I'm walking towards a car, more so when it's African American than it is white, and he's black. So there's a lot of these things that are happening out that's happening in the world that is on both sides of the coin. We have to watch the way we handle ourselves, make sure we doing everything properly. Don't intensify the situation, try to diffuse it as much as we can, because all that arguing back, not following instructions, yelling at people, that leads to this stuff happening a lot some of the times. Some of the times the officers are not trained, they feel threatened and shouldn't have been on the force in the first place. And a lot of times the police have a, do whatever you want when it comes to us type of policy and mentality that has been approved for so long, and the system's broken. Now, the only way to fix that system is either proper training or removal. And a lot of these people don't have the temperament to be police officers. They need to be removed because they're violating the oath that they took to protect and serve the people. It don't say white people, the people. So Jay-Z comments that he made, he was right. And I think all of you guys who rushed to judge him off that statement he made didn't even give it time for you to even think about it, what he was actually saying. You guys just formulated an opinion and you ran with it. Now for that, you guys are guilty for. Now, this doesn't mean he's trying to capitalize and make all his money and this whole social reform thing with the NFL and all that. This has nothing to do with that. This is based off the statement he made. With all that tied together, I could see why you guys are saying that. But I didn't get that's what he was saying in that conversation at all. You guys made that jump and that leap. So understand that unless there's more of this tape that we've seen from the clip that I've seen, that's the statement that he made. And yes, single parent households lead to these type of things. My neighbors right across the street from me, mother and father, strong household, kids, no problems. All of them respectable, all of them know hard work, all of them know ownership, business, from the first son down to the daughter. They know what they need to do in this world. Why? Because they know they got a father that don't play games. He gonna teach you how to fish. He ain't finna go fishing for you. You want something done, he gonna show you how to do it for yourself. So that when you go get your family and you got your kids and you got everything you want, guess what? You know how to take care of them. That's something that you can't forget. It's that innate value. And a lot of families are broken. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So broken households are a very common reason why these problems happen. It's not the main reason, and I don't think he was saying that. So that's my thoughts on it. I wanted to wait till all you guys got your videos out. So yeah, I'm not doing it for hits. Because if it was, I would have put it out 20 hours ago. So on that note, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to donate to the page. Hit the Cash App up. The name's Carcino on the Cash App. Thank you. And or hit the link in the description box and hit up the Streamlab. I'm out.